What can you do with online friends? Hey, I'm back with another friends video. Because you guys are really liking them, I'm thinking about turning it into a series. A series on making and having international and online friends. If you have not seen my video on how to make international friends or the best apps to make online friends or language partners, I will include the link to all 3 videos in the description box down below. After I posted those videos, I got a whole bunch of DM from you guys asking me, what can I do with my new online friends? And that got me thinking. So today, I'm going to talk about the things that you can do with your online friends, online language partners, or with just your regular friends but you want to hang out virtually because of COVID. Before I start, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're excited and subscribe so you get notified whenever I post a new friends video. Number 1, you guys can watch Netflix together. And by together, I mean the exact same show and at the exact same time. Using Teleparty or Netflix Party, you guys are able to do that. And you also have a live chat on the side, which is super cool. This is a great thing to do with your language partner. You guys can watch the same show or movie in your target language and then chat about it, analyze it, and see if you guys understood the show. Number 2, music swap. You guys can create one playlist and each add your favorite songs. That way, if you listen to the playlist, you will think about them. And because you don't have to do this with only one person, invite your whole friend group, and each of you guys can include your favorite songs. There are a whole bunch of different websites that do the same thing as Teleparty or Netflix Party for Netflix, but for music. So you can sync up your playlist and each of you guys can be listening to the same song and at the same time. Pretty cool! Number 3, write a story or a song line by line. I actually did this with the members of the International English Learning Community. If you are learning English or you're trying to improve your English, I recommend you to join. So I will include the link down below in the description box. This is super entertaining because usually the story starts off normal and then it just gets weirder and weirder. You can do it with just one friend or put it in the group chat. Number 4, never have I ever. This is super funny because everybody has a juicy secret that they're hiding and because the dares make you laugh. You can FaceTime your friends and do this. This is a great game to play if you're just starting to get to know your online friend. Number 5, read the same book. This would kind of be like a virtual book club. You guys can talk about what just happened to the characters, your opinions, and you guys can predict what you think will happen next. And this can motivate you to read. Like, I love to read and I read a lot, but I'm gonna be honest, there are times where I'm not really that motivated to read. But if I had someone to talk about the book with, and especially if they were my friends, well then that would be a different story. Number 6, play games. There are multiple games that you can play, like iMessage games. These are super fun. I believe you can only play with one person though, so if you want to play with everybody in your group chat, then you're going to have to create subgroups, compete against each other, and then switch. But if you don't feel like doing that, there are also a whole bunch of multiplayer message games. Those are also really fun. You can also play Monopoly. The Monopoly app brings the board game to any mobile device. Once downloaded, you can play with family or friends who also have the app. The only problem is that the app does cost $3.99 in the App Store or Google Play Store. But there are also a whole bunch of free apps. Channel your inner Princess Peach and play the beloved game Mario Kart. This app is completely free and it's a lot of fun. You can also play Uno. I love that game so much, and I mean, it's a classic. You guys can also play video games. I don't know much about video games. Well, more like nothing at all. But I do know that some video games have the VR headsets and some of them have the live chat, so you can use that. If you're liking the list so far, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe because it really means a lot and it helps me out. The next thing that you can do is sing together. Well, you can also dance because I mean, how can you sing without dancing? There's so many apps that let you do the virtual karaoke, which is super cool. And maybe you guys can sing the same songs that were on your playlist. Comment down below which is your favorite song. Number 8. Shared Pinterest board. You guys can create a board and it can be about anything. Things you want to do together, language learning tips, different recipes. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Ugh, I love Pinterest so much. I mean, it's the best place to find everything. Number 9. FaceTime your friends. This might seem obvious, but you can do literally everything that I've already discussed, but live. You guys can do the reading, the Pinterest boards, the studying, everything. You can also cook, bake, draw, paint, study, work out, practice your target language, or simply just chat while FaceTiming. Number 10, TikTok. You've most likely already heard of TikTok. I mean, if you haven't, not to be rude, but you've most likely been living under a rock like Patrick. There's so many different things that you can do with TikTok. There are a whole bunch of language learning accounts, so maybe you can send them to your language partner. You can also just send them to your friends, because there's so many funny ones. You guys can also create one TikTok account and each post your own TikToks. So how would you do that? Well, one of your friends would create the account and then give the password to everybody in the friend group. That way you guys can have one account and all of you guys can be posting funny TikToks. Number 11. Just like I said about reading the same book, you guys can listen to the same podcast. I love podcasts, but there's so many different types and genres, so everybody can enjoy them. Personally, I like motivational podcasts, but maybe you guys can listen to language podcasts, or comedy or funny podcasts, or the podcasts that are like short stories. Choose one that both of you guys like. Number 12. You can ask your friends weird and deep questions. I love doing this because you're able to get to know your friend on a deeper level. You can ask them things about their feelings, their hopes, their future, their goals, their fears, their phobias, anything. Or you can do what I do, which is just ask the first thing that comes to mind. Like, what would you do if you were stuck in a submarine? Who would you invite? What would you eat? But if you can't think of any really good questions, you can also search them up online. And if you want, you can turn the questions into a Kahoot or trivia. That way you can see, do you really know your friend, and vice versa. This is also a great thing to do with your new online friends. Number 13, watch videos together real time. If you don't have Netflix or you want to watch one of Just a Teenager's videos together with your friends, well, there's so many different websites that let you do that. For example, watch Together. This app lets you watch any video, and all you have to do is create a room and send your friend the invitation link. It's free and requires no registration. TogetherTube lets you watch YouTube videos with your friends. You have the chance of promoting your friend to moderator if you would like, so they can also control the player. I would not do that. You can also use SideTube. SideTube lets you watch YouTube videos, Vimeo, I don't know, and Dailymotion, which is really cool. Of course, there's other websites and apps, but these are just the most popular ones. Number 14, virtual tours. Now with COVID, a lot of museums, zoos, and aquariums and cities have created virtual tours, which are a lot of fun. Imagine you've always wanted to visit a certain city or a museum. Well, now you can do that in the comfort of your own home. For my language learners, I recommend you to go to the museums or watch the virtual tours, but in your target language. Imagine I wanted to learn German, well, I would visit a German museum, or for my language learners, an English museum. You guys get it. Well guys, that's it for today's video. I talked about a whole bunch of different activities and things you can do virtually with your friends, so I'd like you to comment down below which you're most excited to try out. And just a reminder, I already have a video on how to make international friends, the best apps to find language partners, and the best apps to find online friends. If you're interested in any of those videos, I will include the link down below in the description box. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Well, that's it guys. See you next week. Bye!